What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tacho here, and we are back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and we have the Datamines for the update that we got tonight, and it covers all of the Wave 1 for summer units that we're getting this year, as well as some info on the upcoming brand new mode, the Resonant Battles. And we also have some info on the Hall of Forms, so we're going to be going over all of that stuff right here today. Alright, so we're just going to start off by the new units and their stats and their super boons. So let me just quickly zoom this in for us. Alright, we're going to start things off by taking a look at the duo Lucina and Mia. And I'm also going to bring up the calculator so we can do a BST check for these guys. Alright, so they have 38 HP, 35 attack, 41 speed, 17 defense, and 25 res. And Lucina and Mia have a super boon in both speed and res. So, plus speed is going to make them pretty quick for sure. Their BST is 156, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like the harmonized skills are going to work in the same way that duo skills do, where they give you an increase to your effective BST when you're playing in high-scoring modes. So that definitely is unfortunate, especially for Lucina and Mia, because had they had the BST cap increase, they would have been the highest scoring horse unit in the game. So that kind of got me down a little bit, because I really hoped that they were going to have that, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So no bonus BST for these harmonized heroes, unfortunately. But statistically, they look pretty solid. I see lots of attack, I see lots of speed, and their defenses are paper thin, but they do have 75% damage reduction on the first hit that the foes do. So that's definitely going to help keep them in the game. Now, because they're a horse-type unit, they can't have access to impact skills, unfortunately, so Lucina and Mia are not really going to be able to, I guess, run something like Sturdy Impact, which would have just been downright insane on them, and with the 75% damage reduction on the foe's first hit, if they had a way to negate the foe's follow-up attack, they would have just been crazy if they could have impact skills. But because they're horse units, they can't, so gonna be interesting to see how they play out regardless. They don't seem like too shabby of a unit, so let's go ahead and move on to the next unit on the list. So we have Lute here. Alright, she's got 37 HP, she's got 35 attack, 34 speed, 17 defense, and 32 res. And unfortunately, our girl Lute over here got kind of shafted, where her only super boon is in HP. But that being said, I mean, she is a 4-star demote on this banner, so you're going to be able to summon her as a 4-star, and that's actually very good for Lute in particular. Because if you think about it, all of the blue flying tome units have been seasonal locked, like Summer Camilla and Summer Corin and so on and so forth, Bride Ninian as well. The only one that's in the standard summoning pool right now is Morgan F. And Morgan F is a 5-star locked unit, so she's going to be hard to get for a lot of people. So Lute having that 4-star availability is actually very good for her cause, and if you wanted to whale out and try to get a plus 10 Lute, that would actually be pretty good, because Lute looks like she's going to be a solid Blade Tome flyer for sure, with a very nice attack and speed combo, and even though her super boon is in HP, I mean, that's not really the biggest deal. And her BST at 155, that's not too crazy, I guess. Well, for a flying tome unit, that's not too shabby, but I mean, it's nothing too spectacular either, but still, that 4-star availability, I think, gives a lot of favors to Lute. So for those of you looking to summon maybe one copy or try to get some merges on her, she doesn't seem like too bad of a prospect for that. So pretty good stuff on the front of Lute. Alright, next up we've got this infantry Red Bow Joshua over here. So he's got 40 HP, he's got 36 attack, 39 speed, 28 defense, and 24 res for a grand total BST of 167. I believe that's on par with Midori, so his BST is quite good for infantry range right there. And Joshua has a super boon in speed and res, which I guess plays up the theme of Joshua, of course. He's a very fast unit, and then I guess all that res is coming from his affinity with Odd Hulma. Even though he's not really wielding Odd Hulma in this variant, but still pretty cool to see that. And he's got a lightning fast speed stat with a very nice attack stat there. So he looks like he's going to be a pretty solid infantry bow unit. I mean, of course, you could just go ahead and pass him the Spendthrift bow if you wanted him to just have a little bit more effective defense and res when he's fighting. So he could be a solid bait unit. You could go for a Brave Bow build on this guy. He's got a lot of speed, so with the speed super boon, even if he's taking -5 speed from the Brave Bow, he's going to have a very nice chance of getting quad attacks, so that is a thing too. He doesn't have quite as much attack as Midori though, so Midori probably is going to pack more of a punch if you run the Brave Bow on her. But this Joshua has a way better shot at getting those quad attacks, so they do have some advantages and disadvantages over each other. Also, Joshua has speed, so that can help on defense too if he needs to stop the foes from getting a natural double on him. So pretty cool stuff from Joshua. Alright, and then we have Selena up next. Let's go ahead and take a look at her BST. Alright, so Selena's at 36 health, 37 attack, 37 speed, 17 defense, and 23 res. And our girl Selena over here has super boons in HP, attack, and speed. So she got a pretty good deal where she's getting +4 to attack or speed. So whichever one of those you prefer is going to be very nice for a super boon on her. And her BST at 150 doesn't seem too shabby for a ranged horse unit. So pretty good stuff. Of course, I love the artwork on this Selena. She looks really pretty in that bikini. So very nice stuff all around. And if you want to summon for Selena, doesn't seem like she's going to be too bad of an option. And finally, we have Reese over here, who is going to be our Tempest Trial prize unit for this batch of seasonals. So he's got 44 HP, he's got 34 attack, he's got 27 speed, 21 defense, and 36 res for a BST of 162. And the 162 BST for infantry staff has already been seen on Emerin, who we just recently got. And Emerin actually does have a better attack and speed combo than Reese, but Reese does have a lot more HP, so it's possible to run some supporty type skills on him a little easier, like Infantry Pulse, for example. So Reese does actually have some tricks up his sleeve, and he doesn't seem like too shabby of a unit. The high res is also very nice for him, so he can pull off some old school res ploy type skills if he wants. So I don't think Reese is too bad, but if you want to go for a more offensive-oriented staff unit, I think the one you want to go for is Emerin. But if you want a more supporty-style staff unit, then Reese seems like he's going to be a very solid option for that. And we also have his base kit, so if we quickly take a look at Reese's base kit, he's got a brand new staff called the Palm Staff Plus. It's got 12 might, and it says here, inflicts attack and speed -5 on foes within 2 spaces during combat. So it's one of these debuff within 2 spaces weapons that we've been seeing a lot of recently. And that's actually pretty cool for a staff unit. So Reese could be a very supporty unit for your other guys and just help them get some more speed when they're in battle and also deal some more, or tank better since he's doing attack -5. So a very interesting staff there. He also comes with Physic Plus, Heavenly Light, Brazen Attack and Res 3, and then Drive Res 2. So, a decent base kit for this guy. Drive Res is nice, and Brazen Attack and Res, I guess that's nice as well. Doesn't look too interesting for fodder besides that staff, though. So, if you want to pass around his staff, then maybe you want to sacrifice your free copies of Reese to get that. But otherwise, I think he seems decent enough to want to keep and maybe come up with some interesting builds for him. And also, we knew about this a little bit beforehand, but I didn't cover this yet myself. So here are the prizes we're going to be getting for this round of Tempest Trials. Our Sacred Seals are going to be Brazen Speed and Res, and then Sorcery Blade, which is pretty interesting. I mean, here's the thing about Sorcery Blade. It's really outcompeted in the A-slot passive, so you never wanted to run this before. And it was also locked onto Yilgir, so, I mean, there's really not been too many people messing around with Sorcery Blade as of recent. But now that it's going to be a Sacred Seal, it could be interesting to see. Of course, the way Sorcery Blade works is it grants your unit adaptive damage. I believe the condition is if they are adjacent to a mage-type unit. I'd have to double check on that because it's been a long time since I've looked at what Sorcery Blade actually does. But the adaptive damage could come in clutch for a lot of different units, so that could be a pretty interesting way to just add a little bit of damage. So definitely a lot more appreciated to have Sorcery Blade as a Sacred Seal as opposed to an A-slot skill. So I think it does have some potential there. And if we go ahead and quickly take a look over here at my footnotes, the next batch of Hall of Forms units, it looks like it's going to be Sacred Stones themes, which makes a lot of sense, I guess, because the summer units that we got were from Sacred Stones as well. And actually, someone had brought this up in one of my previous videos, but it turns out that the Hall of Forms have been going in a pattern where it's every next installment of the Fire Emblem games, one after the other pretty much. So we started off with Fire Emblem 1, and then we got Fire Emblem 2, and so on and so forth. So I'm guessing that the next batch is going to be from Path of Radiance, so Fire Emblem 9 after Fire Emblem 8. Pretty cool that they've been going with a pattern like that. And what we know about the units here, we're going to have Summer Innies, Winter Erica, Winter Ephraim, and Summer Tana as our former allies for this batch. And it's unfortunate that we didn't get a Tempest Trial unit here like we always get, because of course the Tempest Trial units don't have to worry about IVs or boons or banes or anything of that nature. So it was always a smart choice to pick up the Tempest Trial units with the Forma Soul if you wanted to do that, because they're just going to be a min-maxed unit regardless if you get them up to plus 10, unlike these banner exclusive units that do actually have some boons and banes to want to go for. So that is a little disappointing, but honestly, I don't really know too much yet about the batch of units this time around. I may have to actually look into it to see which one is going to be the best option for the Forma Soul. I'll have to cover that in another video and maybe look at some builds for all of them. But we're going to cover that in a future video, so stick around if you're interested in that. And the last thing that I want to talk about today is going to be the little bits of info we know about the brand new mode, the Resonant Battles. Alright, so I'm just going to read all of these footnotes to you guys and give my impressions on what we have here. So, Resonant Battles. A special type of battle where you want to defeat thieves before they are able to escape. Deploying your bonus title heroes will earn you a higher score. And Harmonized Heroes get a special bonus as well. Okay, so deploying bonus title heroes, I guess that means heroes from the game that they are basically giving a bonus to. So I'm guessing this round it's probably going to be Awakening and probably Radiant Dawn, maybe Path of Radiance as well, but I mean those are the games that Mia are from. So Radiant Dawn and Awakening units are going to get the bonus for this round, I'm under the impression of. And ever since they added that sort feature into the Sort Your Allies menu, where we had the option to sort based on which games the heroes were from, they've been trying to, like, make use of that in basically all of the different things here, because we do have the limit battles, of course, which make you have to use units from a certain title. So it's interesting to see them actually making a whole mode based around that now. I don't know how I feel about that too much yet. I'll let you guys know my thoughts after I play Resonant Battles for the first time. Alright, our attempts are going to be limited per season, so that's similar to Aether Raids in that regard. If you mess up too much in this mode, you're probably not going to want to do that, so try your best to get it right on the first try or two, because it doesn't look like you're going to have too many mulligans here, unlike in the arena modes where as long as you just keep on popping crests, you can keep on playing in there to get a perfect run. Or if you're playing in Arena Assault or Allegiance Battles, you can just try to your heart's content. So that's not going to be the case here. You actually want to make sure you get this done in a reasonable amount of tries, so just be cautious of that. Alright, foe strength is determined by your team makeup, your interval, and the difficulty. Now, when they say team makeup, I'm not sure what they mean by that. I mean, in the arena scoring modes, it's based on how high your units actually score. But because the harmonized skills do not give us a BST increase for our harmonized heroes, I'm not entirely sure what the team makeup determining the foe's strength is actually going to constitute just yet. I'll have to look into it once the mode actually drops, but if it's scoring based on how high your units actually score and the harmonized skills do not grant a BST bonus, that's going to be kind of rage-inducing, I'm going to be honest. So hopefully that's not how that works. And it also determines foe strength based on our interval, which is, I guess that's like the bonus we get in modes like Mjolnir Strike for how high our tier is, and also in Allegiance Battles based on our friend units, how well they're doing, and then also I believe it's called the synergy bonus in AB, so it's going to be something like that. Basically, the more well you do in this mode, your interval should be going up. And also the difficulty you choose to play on, so if you're trying to maximize your score, just play on the highest difficulty setting, basically. Foes can only move one space. That's going to be very good, of course, since the goal here is to try and beat all of the thieves before they escape. So the thieves only moving one space per turn is going to make it easier to actually get rid of them. Okay, battle score received after victory grants a bonus equal to the thieves defeated times 10. So try your best to get rid of all the thieves if you can. Definitely don't let them escape at the top of the map, because if they make it to the yellow tiles, they will run away. Alright, deployment bonus grants plus 10 if one or fewer heroes with sing or dance are deployed. Oh, very interesting there. So they're rewarding you if you only use one or fewer dancers. So I guess you can feel free to use one dancer if you need it. And that's of course going to be very good, because if you have a dancer, you're going to have a better chance to finish off all of the thieves. And it doesn't look like that's really going to hurt your score if you use only one dancer. So you may want to just put a dancer on your team for this mode. I'm not sure how they're going to affect the actual scoring though. We'll have to look into all that stuff after the mode drops. Okay, bonus titles for this season. If you deploy bonus title heroes, you will receive a bonus equal to the number of bonus title heroes deployed times 10. Okay, so they want you to build an entire team based around the bonus title here. So I'm guessing if this round it's Awakening or Radiant Dawn, then you want a full team of units from those two games. Very interesting stuff there. And Harmonized Hero Bonus 1, when a Harmonized Hero is from a bonus title and you deploy them alongside another bonus title hero, you can earn a higher score. Oh man, come on, are we doing this again? Ah, jeez, this is the same thing they did with Aether Raids, where you gotta run the mythic heroes and you gotta have the correct blessings equipped and all of that nonsense. Oh man, did they have to do this immediately with the brand new mode? We couldn't even get a chance to break it in first and have some fun without having to worry about this. So Harmonized Heroes have to be from the bonus title. That's actually not that good, man. That means you need to have a Harmonized Hero for every title. Jeez, talk about whaling right there. Well, I guess the one saving grace to this is that the Harmonized Heroes come from two separate games. They come from, well, Lucina and Mia come from Radiant Dawn and Awakening. And the nice thing about these Harmonized Heroes is that they are from two different games. So, I guess, what is there? Like, let's say there's 14 Fire Emblem games. There's actually not. I don't remember exactly how many there are. What is there? 16 different titles? Alright, let's say 16 different Fire Emblem games, and then you need a Harmonized Hero from every one of them. So, at the bare minimum, you would need 8 different Harmonized Heroes if each one of them is from a separate title. Okay, that's a lot, actually. That's basically the same amount of Mythics we need, right? Because we need a Mythic Hero from each separate season, right? And then there's 4 seasons, and you need 2 of each. So it ends up that you need 8 Mythic Heroes, and it looks like in the best case scenario you're going to need 8 Harmonized Heroes. Wow. I really don't think I feel too good about that. So, unfortunate there. And bonus points are calculated based on the number of Harmonized Heroes deployed up to... Oh, come on. You need 2 of them now? Oh, my God. So, basically, they're telling you go ahead and summon for 2 copies of Lucina and Mia. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to say that right now. And y'all can just screw yourselves because I am not summoning 2 copies of Lucina and Mia. I didn't even know if I was going to summon for 1 copy of them. So... Unfortunately, it looks like your boy is going to have to go on strike here with these Harmonized Heroes. I am not going to summon for Lucina and Mia because, I mean, well, I was already debating whether I was going to do it or not, but, like, seeing all of these whale tactics that they're trying to get us to spend on the new hero type, like, if it was just 1 Harmonized Hero, I'd be like, alright, fine, maybe I will summon for Lucina and Mia. I do like those 2 a lot as characters, so I might have wanted to summon for them. But now that they're making it feel like you have to feel forced to summon them, I don't like that at all. I didn't like that with the Mythic Heroes, and I don't like it now with the Harmonized Heroes, so unfortunate. But basically, if you have 2 Harmonized Heroes, then it's going to multiply the number of bonus title heroes deployed times 5. Man... Oh, man, come on. Another whale mode? Jeez. They couldn't even give us, like, 5 seconds. Alright, whatever. Harmonized Heroes are also counted as bonus title heroes. Oh. Wait, does that mean they don't have to be from the actual bonus title? Now, I'm sure that they do. Like, that would make completely no sense if they didn't. Yeah, because, I mean, this statement here, Harmonized Heroes are also counted as bonus title heroes. That could be interpreted in, like, 3 different ways there, but I'm going to assume they already have to be from the bonus title, and it's not going to just grant them bonus title status just because they're a Harmonized Hero. Maybe it does, though, and if that's the case, then having to own 2 of them isn't actually going to be that bad, because then you only need 2 as opposed to 8. But... I mean, we'll just have to see. All this stuff hasn't really been completely confirmed, like how all of these bits of info we have here actually are going to work. So, come 3 o'clock when the mode actually comes out and I have some more time to dissect it, we'll have some more solid info on all of this. And Harmonized Hero Bonus 2, when Harmonized Heroes are from a bonus title and you deploy them, you can earn a higher score equal to the number of merges. Okay, come on, like, they're just applying even more salt in the wound with this. So not only do you need 2 copies of Lucina and Mia, you need both of them at plus 10, basically, for this first round of Harmonized, or this first round of Resonant Battles, if you want to have the maximum score. Just ignore it, man. Like, I'm not going to advise anybody to summon for a unit that they may not want to, and especially not when the mode is looking like it's going to be this biased towards scoring high. Like, I mean, it was fine in Aether Raids at first because we didn't have to worry about Mythics. All we had was air for the start. And honestly, Aether Raids, when it was on its honeymoon phase, was actually very fun. But then it got very unfun real fast after they started adding all of the things you needed to have, like all the Mythic heroes to raise your score, and now we need defensive Aether Heroes, or defensive Mythic Heroes to reduce our lift loss and all that stuff. It just turns the mode less into a strategy-based mode and more into a whale-based mode where you just gotta have whatever they tell you they want you to have. So, I'm not a big fan of any of that stuff, but, I mean, they're just doing it all over again over here. And the bonus title stat boost. So, in Resonant Battles, a bonus title hero is going to be granted a stat bonus of plus 10 health and plus 4 to all stats. Okay, well, that is nice, I guess, because that basically means all of your heroes from the same title as the bonus title just going to get a bonus to their stats from, like, the same as running an arena bonus unit or the same as running the Tempest Trial bonus units. So that is nice, I guess. And your high score, basically, you just try to get the best score you can, aka whale out to get double plus 10 Lucina and Mia, which I do not recommend anyone does. And then rewards, when a season ends, you can receive rewards based on your interval. I guess that makes sense. And if your score is high enough, your interval may increase. So that just about covers us for all of the info on Harmonized Heroes and all of the stats for the upcoming summer heroes we're going to be getting later on tonight. So I'm not too happy with what I'm seeing so far for the Resonant Battles just yet. Obviously, I still have to play it to really form an opinion, but man, that's not looking too good so far for the new mode. So let me know all your thoughts on this stuff in the comment section down below, guys. As always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, guys, and I'll catch you all again in the next one.